Guys, it's Sully here. So as you can see, today I'm going to be doing the base game challenge. I'm super excited, and for a base game challenge, I really want to go ahead and do the base game challenge in a base game world. So I decided to do Willow Creek. And again, I just created a random person because, again, the person is not the focus. I just want to build a house out of the base game material. So, yep, I decided to click move in, and we are moving in now to the base game house. So basically, for starters, when you're building a house, you always want to start out with the main box, which is what I'm going to be doing, and from that main box, you progress into adding bump outs on the side. Bump outs are other additional boxes that you add to the box of your house that make the house more unique and more real when you're comparing it to reality, and basically less boring. Just to put into words, just very less boring. Very less boring. What? Okay, anyway. Yeah. I was having a little bit of a struggle here because I was just trying to get the wall in an exact center of like the bump out that I was adding. Like I was trying to make sure that the bump out was centered, like when it was aligned next to the box, it was like centered aligned, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So when you are adding bump outs, you always want to make sure, well, not adding bump outs, just building a house in general, you just want to make sure everything is centered and aligned so everything looks good. And as you can see now, the bump outs, look what the structure I just built here. Look at the structure I just built here. It is much more interesting than a box. And now we're going to move on to roofing, which is basically, so I decided to just start out by putting random roofs because I didn't know what to do. Roofing is the most difficult part of building. And as you can see, I finally came up with this, and I'm going to be tweaking it along the way because I just wasn't satisfied with this. And again, roofing is just really hard for me when I'm building a house here. Yeah, it's just super hard. It's challenging. Yeah. And see, I tweaked it a little bit because I was like, no, this doesn't look good. And I actually added a foundation, which I totally forgot. And now we're going to filter our items to only base game items because that's the whole point of this challenge, right? So I started out with the columns because I don't know. I just felt like columns were a great start to what I'm doing. Okay. And, so as you can see, I had a little struggle over here with the columns because the columns were not touching the roof. I was like, what? This is not good. This is totally not good. And I'm going to tweak it later. You can either do what I'm about to do, which is, extend the roof forward, or you could basically take the column and just bring it up because there was an up arrow on the column. See right there? You just extend the column up to just fit the roof. And I was just struggling with the columns, man. I did not know what I was doing. Literally didn't know what I was doing. It was just really, really bad. This house will turn out, I'm just gonna say, interesting. Anyway, again, I just decided to just start out with the columns first because I felt like the columns were, I don't know. I just like starting out with columns in houses. It's pretty weird. Pretty weird. And yeah, again, this house, the roofing and design is going to get tweaked along the way because I just wasn't satisfied with a lot of things that I was doing. So I did tweak it a little bit. Yeah. And I feel like starting out with the columns of the house is just it's just unique, I guess. And I feel like, because I haven't decided the wallpaper or the foundation color yet, so I'm just, yeah. And I finally came up with just doing that point of the column. And now we're moving on to the stairs. I looked at the stairs options. I was just like, okay, then we're gonna have these stairs for today. I just didn't like it. And basically, when I'm building a house, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I always try to get all the things that are in like the example, try to get that in my house to make it more realistic, because that's my target. I want to make a house as realistic as possible. But sometimes that might not be the case, because, you know, I'm not that good of a builder, as you can tell. I need a lot of work. There's a lot of work I need to get through to be an excellent builder. But for now, just getting all the things in the bottom left-hand corner of the example just make my build just look better than, again, just a regular box. Okay? Just adding bump outs, adding a porch and a back deck thingy in the back. I don't know what I added. A side deck, whatever it is. Just adding more things to your house just makes it better in general, but you don't want to add too much. Okay? Also, I finally did the windows. That's what I do second. The windows are, again, one of the second hardest things about building a house, because you don't want to use the same windows throughout the whole thing, but like you don't. Sometimes I make this mistake. I always make my house, and then I find out the windows are not centered, and then I restart my whole house over again. And now we are presenting the wallpaper. So my wallpaper, I decided to go with like this brick kind of wood thing. I don't know why. It was just like, I don't know. It just like stood out to me for some reason. And I forgot to color my foundation. So again, I just found the closest foundation color as possible. And as you can see, it's not perfect, I know. But yeah. So yeah. And as you can see, I missed that wallpaper in the corner where like the back deck porch was. It was insane. I was like, no, why would I do that? I just really set a bad example, and don't do that, guys. Never never not finish your wallpaper when you're doing your house, because I just didn't check in the back. I was just like, oh, it's there. No. Always. Okay, the flooring got me annoyed. You see how it's not even matching? Like the color of the flooring is not matching the wood color that I have for the wallpaper. It's because that color wasn't there, so I just had to do the closest one. It just annoyed me throughout the whole video. Yeah. And now we are doing the furniture. And for the furniture, I didn't do a lot of furniture because, and here I am about to fix the wallpaper. I didn't do a lot of furniture because I felt like, I don't know, it's just the base game stuff. The base game furniture didn't really stand out to me that much. I don't know. I just use a little bit because, again, there's not that much furniture that, I don't know, just stood out to me. Like I said before, it just wasn't, it just looks a little, it's not detailed in a way that I would make more furniture. And plus the space was very, very small. So I didn't have a lot of furniture. It's upsetting, but it's the truth. At least I added a grill. Like, everyone needs a grill, right? In the back porch deck thingy. Everyone needs a grill. So I added a grill there. You're very welcome. And I didn't do a lot of furniture in the front on the front porch either. Like, I had like 2 chairs. Like, that's it. I did not have a lot of furniture at all. And I totally regret that because, again, the more things you add to your house, the more detailed it looks, the more realistic it looks. And that was my mistake on my part. So, again. But also, it was another mistake for me. That's so... Okay. I'm so sorry. That was another mistake for me because, you know, I just wasn't doing my tiling right, and I wasn't visualizing my house. I just started building like random. So if you want, before you start building a house, at least have a visual of what you're doing so you can add more furniture like me. Like, you don't want to be like me. I'm sorry. So you can add more furniture when you're actually adding furniture to your house, because you don't want it to be too small or whatever your preference. When you actually finish building the house and you finally add your furniture in, it's kind of upsetting because you're like, oh, this is too small, this is too big, I don't want that much furniture, or I want more furniture, stuff like that. So please have a visual, and don't just build like me. Please have a visual when you're building a house, okay? And okay, this trash can situation, I didn't like the fact that the trash can didn't push all the way back against the wall. That was very annoying to me. It's just some things that need to be fixed in The Sims 4. I just didn't like that. So again, the trash can and the grill got moved because it just wouldn't listen. The trash can wouldn't listen to me. So, and I know this sounds weird. I'm very sorry for that dialogue. Yeah. So again, trash can was just put on, I guess, where near the wall, and I just moved the grill. So yeah. And again, I'm not doing the inside of the house. I'm just making the outside of the house when I do my builds. Anyway, so for the front, again, I literally just put 2 chairs because I felt like that like flamingo chair, I don't know why I put that. It just didn't match the style of the house at all. So I decided to go with the Hercynian chair. I don't know what that, dining chair? That's a dining chair. I didn't know that. It doesn't look like a dining chair. It looks like a park chair. But anyway, yeah. So I just put 2 chairs in the front. There wasn't really anything else to put in the front furniture-wise because, again, I don't know. None of the furniture stood out to me at all. And, yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh, my house is boring. I need to add more stuff. So I went on like the wall things. I'm sorry. The wall decorations. And I was just looking for things to just add to the house just to make it more interesting. And I was like, oh, this flower thing with weeds in it. And I was like, let me add to the windows instead because it doesn't look good there at all. So I just, as you can see in the next clip here, I just decided to add it on the windows. And I decided to do landscaping as well. I used that soil that I just showed you. And again, landscaping also makes the house really good. And terrain paint makes the house look more realistic as well. So that's why I add landscaping. I do it every time I build a house. It just makes the house more realistic to me because I like realistic things. And I just wanted my sim out the way. So I just decided for her to cloud gaze because I was like, get out the way. I just want to take a screenshot of this. Just get out the way. Just like cloud gaze or something on the sidewalk. Just please, just you're not in this. You're not the point of this video. You're just annoying. Yeah. So as you can see, when I was actually ready to take a screenshot, she was still in the way and I couldn't zoom in like farther. But that's the end of my video. I hope you guys liked it, and next time I'll be doing the next pack.
Hey guys, please check out my house under the name Slowly the Simmer
but
in
I
the
hope you
gallery,
guys have a
and also
fantastic
subscribe.
day, and
Thank
I will see you next time. Bye bye.